Picture this, the internet is on fire, timelines are flooded, and fans can't believe their eyes because Jayda Wayda has just shaken the entire hip-hop world with one explosive claim. For years, she's been known as Lil Baby's ride or die, the woman who stood by him through cheating scandals, industry rumors, and late-night drama. But now, Jayda has flipped the script. In a move nobody saw coming, she's allegedly exposed Lil Baby for something so shocking, so scandalous that fans are questioning everything they thought they knew about him. According to Jayda, the Atlanta rap superstar hasn't just been hiding a few side chicks, he's been hiding an entire secret life. And at the center of this jaw-dropping revelation, allegations that Lil Baby has been entertaining a wealthy sugar daddy behind closed doors. The whispers started small, with cryptic posts on Jayda's Instagram story. But within hours, the screenshots went viral, and social media detectives began piecing together a timeline that left fans gasping. Was Lil Baby really living a double life? Was Jayda dropping clues this whole time? Or is this just another messy breakup gone nuclear? Stick around, because what we're about to unpack is not just messy, it's explosive. And once you hear the details, you'll understand why fans are saying this might be the biggest betrayal in hip-hop drama history. The drama kicked off in the most unexpected way. Jayda Wayda, who fans had always seen as the glamorous, unbothered entrepreneur, suddenly let her emotions spill out all over social media. It started with a series of cryptic posts late at night. Her words weren't direct, but they were enough to send fans spiraling into speculation. Sometimes the person you think you know the most hides the darkest secrets, she wrote, followed by another post just minutes later. I wasted years on someone who couldn't even be honest with. Within hours, screenshots of those posts spread like wildfire across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans immediately connected the dots. Everyone knew she was talking about Lil Baby. But what nobody expected was the shocking twist that would follow. The next morning, Jayda went live. Her face was visibly upset, her voice cracking at times, but her tone was sharp. You'll think y'all know the story, she told her followers. But trust me, you don't know half of it. All them times I forgave, all them times I stayed. Turns out I was staying for a man who wasn't even keeping it real about who he is. The comments section exploded. Fans were begging her to clarify, while others accused her of being dramatic for clout. But Jayda wasn't about to back down. As the live continued, she started dropping hints that Lil Baby's so-called other women weren't women at all. It's crazy when you realize you've been competing with people you could never be, she said, her tone dripping with bitterness. It's even crazier when you find out he wasn't just messing around with them, but with somebody who had power over him. Somebody who could buy him things, somebody who could keep his little secrets safe. That one line sent shockwaves through the internet. Social media erupted with theories. Was Jayda saying Lil Baby had a sugar daddy? By the afternoon, the rumors had snowballed. Fan pages started posting alleged DMS blurry photos and unverified receipts claiming to show Lil Baby hanging out with a mysterious older man in luxury settings. One image, which quickly went viral, showed Lil Baby at what looked like a private dinner with an older businessman. The two were seated close, laughing, with champagne glasses raised. Although there was no proof the photo was recent, fans tweeted it like confirmation. Twitter threads popped up breaking down Lil Baby's outfits, his jewelry, even the background decor, trying to determine when and where the photo had been taken. Friends of Jayda started chiming in too. One close associate, who claimed to have been around during the early stages of her relationship with Lil Baby, said she'd always noticed strange vibes. In a now-deleted post, she wrote, I told Jay from day one, something don't add up. Men don't move like that unless there's more to the story. The post was deleted within minutes, but not before blogs grabbed screenshots and shared them everywhere. As the firestorm grew, Jayda fueled it even more by liking shady comments on Instagram. One fan wrote, he'd been hiding in plain sight this whole time, and Jayda's like was all fans needed to feel like she'd confirmed the theory. Another comment read, girl, you was fighting with the wrong team, and again, Jayda double-tapped it. By that evening, hashtag Lil Baby exposed and hashtag Jayda exposes Lil Baby were trending nationwide. The rapper himself, however, stayed quiet. No tweets, no Instagram stories, nothing. His silence only added to the frenzy. If it wasn't true, he'd deny it by now, one fan wrote. Others speculated that his team was scrambling behind the scenes, trying to figure out how to handle the situation without making it worse. Hip-hop blogs had a field day, posting sensational headlines about Lil Baby's alleged double life. YouTube commentators went live for hours, dissecting every frame of Jayda's livestream, analyzing her tone, her body language, and her choice of words. Behind the scenes, people close to Lil Baby were reportedly urging him to respond, but he remained completely off the grid. Insiders claimed he was furious at Jayda for going public, and that he felt completely blindsided. Allegedly, he called her that same night, begging her to stop feeding into the narrative. "You don't even know what you're talking about," he supposedly told her. But Jayda wasn't moved. She shot back. "I know enough. I know more than you think." Their heated argument quickly made its way into the gossip mill. A source who claimed to have overheard parts of the call told a blog that Lil Baby's voice was raised, his tone desperate, while Jayda was cold and calm, almost like she had been preparing for this confrontation. She told him straight up, "I'm not protecting you anymore." The source alleged. As the story developed, fans started to notice how divided the hip-hop community became. Some artists posted subliminal tweets like, "The internet too messy," while others jumped in with jokes and memes. One rapper tweeted, "Ain't nothing wrong with a sugar daddy if he paying bills," which sent fans into hysterics, convinced it was a jab at Lil Baby. Jayda, meanwhile, seemed almost liberated. Instead of shying away from the chaos, she leaned into it. She started posting selfies with captions like, "Free at last," and "Truth hurts, but it also heals." Every post gathered millions of likes, with fans cheering her on for finally breaking free from Lil Baby. But not everyone was cheering. Lil Baby's supporters accused Jayda of clout chasing, saying she was trying to destroy his reputation just because their relationship had ended badly. Others claimed she was exaggerating, and that there was no proof behind her words. The debate became a full-blown war across comment sections and timelines, with fans choosing sides. Then came the twist that sent the drama to another level. A supposed insider came forward with a shocking claim. Not only was Lil Baby allegedly involved with a wealthy older man, but this man had also been funding some of his lavish lifestyle choices. "Those trips, those designer fits, that wasn't all for music money," the insider said. "There was someone else making sure he stayed iced out." Although the claim was unverified, fans ate it up. Suddenly, every designer bag, every luxury car, and every private jet trip was under suspicion. Jayda herself seemed to confirm this narrative when she posted yet another cryptic message. "Funny how I thought it was me he was spoiling. Turns out I was just the cover." The post was shared tens of thousands of times. With fans gasping at the implication, the chaos only grew louder as the days went on, and Jayda Wayda seemed more determined than ever to peel back the layers of the secret life she claimed Lil Baby had been hiding. If fans thought her late-night posts and Instagram lives were the peak of the drama, they were sorely mistaken. Because just when the internet began to wonder if Jayda was exaggerating, she dropped something even heavier, a series of screenshots that she said proved everything she'd been hinting at. The screenshots weren't crystal clear, but they were damning enough to send Twitter into a frenzy. They allegedly showed conversations between Lil Baby and a mysterious older man saved under the contact name Big Bro. Fans immediately caught on to the flirtatious tone in the messages. In one of the screenshots, Big Bro wrote, "Last night was unforgettable. Can't wait to see you again." Lil Baby's alleged response was, "You already know you got me. Just keep everything on the low." Jayda didn't post the screenshots directly on her feed. Instead, she showed them during a second live session, scrolling quickly so fans had to pause and replay to catch the details. But that was enough by the next morning. Blogs had dissected every word and plastered the images across headlines. The reactions were explosive. Some fans refused to believe it, saying the screenshots could have been fabricated. But others pointed out that Jayda had no reason to ruin her own reputation if she wasn't telling the truth. She ain't dumb enough to risk looking crazy. Unless she got real proof, one fan tweeted. Another chimed in, "The way those messages sound. Chilly, you can't make that up." As the storm raged on, friends of Lil Baby reportedly tried to reach out to Jayda privately, begging her to stop. One insider claimed that one of Lil Baby's closest homeboys even called Jayda directly. The alleged conversation leaked online. with the friend pleading, "Jay, you're about to ruin his whole career with this. You know how people are gonna take it. Don't do tea. Don't do tea." Hissed to him, but Jayda was unmoved. "He ruined it for himself," she allegedly snapped back. "I just gave him a chance to be real and he couldn't." The drama began spilling into family circles too. According to whispers online, Lil, baby's mom was furious with Jayda for going public. One blog reported that she told mutual friends that Jayda had crossed a line and that family matters should never be aired out to the world. Fans immediately took sides, once again some siding with Jayda, saying she had the right to expose the truth after years of humiliation, while others argued she should have kept it private for the sake of their son and their shared history. Meanwhile, Lil Baby finally cracked under the pressure. After days of silence, he posted a vague tweet that read, "Don't believe everything you'll see. The internet love lies." The tweet was instantly met with mixed reactions. Some fans saw it as his denial, while others thought it was weak and evasive. If it ain't true, why not just say it plain? One fan questioned. Another wrote, "That's not a denial, that's deflection." Jayda wasted no time throwing more shade. Minutes after his tweet, she posted, "Funny how liars always say the same thing. The internet lies? No, you lie." Her response sent social media into another meltdown. But the drama didn't stop there. Just when the internet was trying to catch its breath, another twist dropped. A popular gossip blogger claimed to have received an exclusive tip from someone who worked in the nightlife scene. This anonymous source said they had personally seen Lil Baby and his alleged sugar daddy together at a private event in Atlanta months earlier. According to the source, the two arrived separately but left together in a luxury car that night. They weren't acting like friends, the source insisted. They were way too comfortable. The claim was juicy enough to be picked up by major blogs, and soon fan-made timelines were circulating online, attempting to piece together all the places Lil Baby might have secretly been with this mystery. Man, the speculation about the identity of the sugar daddy grew just as intense. Some fans believed it was a well-known businessman with deep ties to Atlanta's elite circles. Others thought it might be a music industry executive who had been quietly supporting Lil Baby's career from behind the scenes. No one could prove anything, but the guesses kept pouring in, each one more dramatic than the last. Through it all, Jayda kept playing her cards carefully. She never outright named the alleged sugar daddy, but she dropped enough hints to keep fans guessing. In one post, she shared a photo of a man's expensive watch with the caption, "When you recognize gifts that weren't meant for you." The internet went wild trying to match the watch to known figures in Atlanta. Within hours, several names were trending, and fans were split over who the mysterious benefactor could be. At this point, what made the situation even more intense was the emotional conflict playing out in Jayda herself. On one hand, she looked like she was enjoying the freedom of finally speaking her truth. Her captions were bold, her energy unapologetic. But in her late-night lives, her voice sometimes wavered. "Do you know what it feels like?" she asked her followers during one particularly raw session. "To give someone your everything. To put up with cheating, lies, disrespect, and still find out that they couldn't even be honest about the core of who they are. Do you know what that does to a woman?" Her eyes welled up as she spoke, and even her harshest critics had to admit they felt her pain. The fans, of course, were divided. Some empathized with her deeply, praising her bravery for speaking out, while others accused her of weaponizing Lil Baby's alleged sexuality in order to hurt him. Exposing someone's orientation, if true, is dangerous, one fan argued on Twitter. But another shot back, "Nah, don't flip this. He played her for years and she got tired of being silent. She's not exposing for clout, she's exposing because she's done." The debate turned into a culture-wide conversation, with commentators on podcasts and YouTube shows chiming in about relationships, loyalty, and the price of secrets in the spotlight. The storm that followed Jayda's warning felt like a Category 5 hurricane. Fans were already reeling from her previous revelations. But when she said this was just the beginning, people braced themselves for something catastrophic. Sure enough, the very next day she delivered another blow that nobody was ready. FOR. This time, it wasn't just about vague screenshots or cryptic captions. Jayda came forward with a story so detailed, so emotionally charged, that even her critics had to stop and listen. She went live once again, her tone calmer than before. almost as if she had rehearsed what she was about to say. "People keep saying I'm bitter, I'm lying, I'm just doing this for attention," she began, staring straight into the camera. "But what I'm about to share isn't for clout. It's for closure. Because I've been carrying this weight for too long." The silence in the live chat was deafening. Thousands of fans tuned in, hanging on to her every word. She told a story about a night months earlier, a night that had haunted her ever since. According to Jayda, Lil Baby had told her he was going to the studio, but something about his vibe was off. His phone kept buzzing and he seemed nervous. Jayda admitted she had a gut feeling something wasn't right, so later that evening, she decided to do something she normally wouldn't. She followed him. "I know it sounds crazy," she confessed, "but when a woman's intuition kicks in, you can't ignore it." Jayda claimed she trailed Lil Baby's car discreetly and watched as he pulled up to an upscale condo building in Midtown Atlanta. At first, she thought he might be meeting another woman, but what she witnessed shocked her to the core. She said she saw him being greeted in the lobby by an older man dressed sharply in a tailored suit. The way they embraced, she said, wasn't just friendly, it was intimate. It wasn't no handshake. It wasn't no dap. It was something else, Jayda explained, her voice trembling slightly. "That's when I knew my whole world was a lie." The chat exploded with reactions, some fans typing in all caps, others flooding the feed with crying emojis. Jayda continued, describing how she sat in her car for hours, too stunned to confront him, watching the lights in the condo flicker on and off until the early morning. "I went home that night broken," she admitted. "I didn't even cry. I just stared at the ceiling, realizing that the man I loved wasn't who he said he was." Her confession sent shockwaves across the internet. Fans debated endlessly, some applauding her bravery for opening up, others accusing her of fabricating an elaborate story. But the emotional weight in her voice was undeniable, and it kept people glued to their screens. As her story spread, even more rumors began swirling. An anonymous tip was sent to a gossip blog claiming that Lil Baby's alleged sugar daddy wasn't just some random businessman, he was someone with serious influence in the Atlanta nightlife and entertainment industry. The blog posted a blind item suggesting that this man had been known to take care of rising stars in exchange for loyalty. Though no names were mentioned, fans immediately began speculating, with wild guesses filling comment sections. Jayda, meanwhile, doubled down on her stance. She posted a picture of herself in a luxury car with the caption, "Funny how the gifts don't mean anything when the truth costs more." Fans interpreted it as a direct shot at Lil Baby, implying that the fancy lifestyle he flaunted was funded by someone else. Lil Baby's silence, however, grew louder by the day. Insiders claimed his team was panicking, scrambling to get control of the narrative before it spiraled further. Allegedly, they were considering releasing a carefully worded statement denying the claims, but Lil Baby himself wasn't cooperating. He doesn't want to address it at all, one insider told a gossip site. He thinks responding will make it worse. But the longer he stays quiet, the more people believe Jayda. The emotional toll on their inner circle was becoming obvious. 2. According to fans who claimed to know friends of the couple, Jayda's loved ones were split. Some encouraged her to keep speaking her truth, while others begged her to stop, warning her that she was putting herself in danger by going up against powerful people. One alleged friend even went on Twitter to say, "This isn't just messy relationship drama anymore, it's bigger than that. I hope Jayda knows what she's doing." Then, out of nowhere, a new twist surfaced. A supposed leaked voice recording began circulating online. In the clip, a voice that fans insisted belonged to Lil Baby could be heard arguing with an unidentified man. The voices were muffled, but one line stood out clearly. "I told you this gotta stay private, you can't be sloppy." The internet lost its mind. While some dismissed the recording as fake, others claimed it was the smoking gun that proved Jayda's allegations were real. As the leak spread, Jayda fueled the fire once again. She didn't confirm the recording, but she didn't deny it either. Instead, she posted a cryptic tweet. "Funny how when you tell the truth, the lies start exposing themselves." Within minutes, the tweet had over 50,000 likes, and fans were convinced she was co-signing the authenticity of the audio. All of this only deepened the emotional conflict for fans who had idolized Lil Baby. Many felt betrayed, not just by the idea of him living a secret life, but by the fact that so much of his public image now seemed questionable. "We've been streaming his music, supporting him, and this whole time he's been playing us too," one disappointed fan wrote. Others, however, defended him fiercely, saying that even if the rumors were true, it didn't change his talent or his success. Jayda single quotes S own emotional roller coaster continued to be on full display. In one late night live, she broke down in tears, saying, "I didn't want it to come to this. I wanted to protect him, but I can't carry somebody else's secrets anymore. It's killing me." Her vulnerability struck a chord with thousands of viewers, and the comment section filled with fans telling her to stay strong. While others accused her of playing the victim, the climax of Part 3 came when Jayda hinted that she had even more explosive evidence she hadn't yet revealed. "Y'all think it's just about him and one man?" she said ominously. "No, it's bigger than that. It's about power, it's about manipulation, and it's about how deep the lies really go." Her words left fans shaken, with countless theories flooding social media. Some speculated that Lil Baby's alleged sugar daddy wasn't just a behind-the-scenes figure but someone directly tied to his music career, someone who may have had a hand in boosting his rise to fame. The energy around the scandal had reached a boiling point. By the time Jayda hinted there was more to reveal, fans, blogs, and even mainstream outlets were treating the situation like it was the biggest reality show on Earth. People were glued to their phones, refreshing their feeds, desperate for whatever bombshell was about to drop. And when Jayda finally spoke again, she didn't disappoint because Part 4 of this messy saga was nothing short of explosive. Jayda returned to live, but this time her demeanor was different. She wasn't fiery or bitter, she was calm, collected almost, chilling in the way she delivered her words. "I stayed quiet for so long because I thought it would protect us," she began. But when somebody builds a whole empire on lies and you've been the one forced to cover up those lies, eventually it breaks you. Her words sent chills through the audience. Fans could sense she wasn't just ranting anymore, she was about to blow the lid off everything. She recounted how, during her time with Lil Baby, she'd allegedly stumbled upon financial documents, flight itineraries, and expensive gifts that didn't add up. "I used to ask him how he was getting certain things and he'd brush it off, saying it was business deals," she explained. "But when I looked closer, I realized those business deals were just one man pulling the strings." She claimed that this mysterious sugar daddy wasn't just giving Lil Baby luxury gifts, he was allegedly investing in his career, funding his image, and even paying off certain people to keep things quiet. "Y'all thought it was QC alone?" she asked, shaking her head. "No, baby, there's another investor in that story." The fans went wild. Theories exploded across Twitter and Reddit. People began digging through old photos, tour credits, and financial filings, looking for inconsistencies. Suddenly, everyone became a detective, convinced they could find evidence that would confirm Jayda's story. And just when the chaos couldn't get any bigger, a shocking twist hit the internet. A popular gossip site released what they claimed were receipts, bank transfers from a wealthy Atlanta mogul to accounts linked to Lil Baby. While the authenticity of the documents couldn't be confirmed, they were convincing enough to keep the scandal alive. Fans dissected every detail, arguing over whether the fonts, dates, and figures were real or forged. But in the court of public opinion, it didn't matter. Perception was everything, and right now, perception wasn't in Lil Baby's favor. Jayda's emotional arc also took a dramatic turn. In another tearful moment, she revealed that part of her anger wasn't just about the lies, but about how isolated she had felt for years. "I thought I was crazy," she confessed. "I thought I was competing with women. I thought I wasn't enough. And all along, I was fighting a battle I could never win. Because the truth wasn't women, it was something else entirely." Her voice cracked as she said it, and thousands of fans in the comments sent messages of support, telling her she deserved better, praising her for finally choosing herself. The reaction among friends and family was equally messy. Insiders claimed Lil Baby's camp was furious at Jayda, calling her reckless and dangerous. Allegedly, his team began threatening legal action, saying she was spreading lies that could ruin his career. Jayda, however, didn't flinch. She posted, "You can't sue somebody for telling the truth," with a winking emoji, which sent her fans into a frenzy of applause. The hip-hop community also started reacting more openly. Some rappers unfollowed Lil Baby, fueling speculation that they believed the rumors. Others stayed silent, clearly not wanting to get involved. But a few bold voices chimed in. One female rapper tweeted, "The way men play with women's hearts is sick. I stand with Jayda." Another artist, known for stirring the pot, tweeted cryptically, "Everybody got a daddy somewhere," which fans immediately interpreted as a jab at Lil Baby. But the biggest twist of all came when a blurry video surfaced online. It showed what appeared to be Lil Baby and the alleged sugar daddy leaving a luxury hotel together late at night. Though the footage was grainy, fans claimed the body language told the whole story. The older man's hand briefly on Lil Baby's back as they entered a waiting car. While skeptics dismissed it as inconclusive, the clip spread like wildfire, racking up millions of views within hours. Through all of this, Lil Baby's silence had become deafening. His refusal to directly address the claims only fueled speculation that he had something to hide. His one and only tweet dismissing the rumors felt weaker by the day, especially as more receipts piled up. Insiders claimed he was furious, with Jayda calling her vindictive and dangerous. But at the same time, sources said he was also panicked about how much she actually knew. Jayda, for her part, ended part 4 with a powerful declaration. "I'm done being quiet. I'm done protecting somebody who never protected me. I'm not bitter, I'm not lying, and I'm not crazy. I'm just free, and the truth is out there now. Let it do what it's gonna do." The internet exploded once again, leaving fans speechless. Some believed Jayda wholeheartedly, convinced Lil Baby had been exposed for living a secret double life. Others accused her of going too far, saying she had destroyed a man's career over personal heartbreak. But regardless of where people stood, one thing was undeniable: Jayda had forever changed. The way fans viewed Lil Baby. As the dust settled on this chapter of the saga, the world was left divided, shaken, and hungry for answers. And with Jayda promising that there was still more she hadn't said, everyone was left on edge, wondering if the final twist in this wild story was still yet to come. And that, y'all, is where we're going to leave this roller coaster of a story for now. Jayda Wayda has lit a fire under the entire hip-hop world, and whether you believe every word she said or thin, in case she's just out for revenge, one thing's for sure: this drama has changed everything. Fans are split, the industry is whispering, and Lil Baby's silence is only making the situation even more suspicious. Did Jayda finally expose the truth about his double life? Or is this all just a bitter breakup being played out in the messiest way possible? The questions are endless, and the answers might be even messier than what we've already seen. What makes this story even crazier is that so many pieces are still unresolved. Who really is this alleged sugar daddy? Are those leaked receipts real? And is Lil Baby ever going to break his silence with something more than a vague tweet? Until we hear from him directly, all we've got are Jayda's words, the so-called evidence, and a whole lot of speculation. But the way things are looking, the storm is far from over, and the next chapter might be even wilder than what we've seen so far. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Jayda Wayda is bravely telling the truth, or do you think she's taking things way too far? Is Lil Baby hiding a double life, or is this all smoke with no fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because we're dying to know what you think. And if you've been hooked on this drama as much as we have, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. Trust me, you don't want to be late when the next twist in this story hits. Buckle up, because in this world of love, lies, and hip-hop secrets, the drama never really ends.